Hello statistics students, today we are going to solve week 9 practice assignment. So I'll start with the question number 1. So first I'll read the question number 1. Suppose that random variable x can take values 1, 2 and 3, and given that expectation of the random variable is 2.2 with the information that probability that it will take value 2 and 3 is same. And what we have to find? We have to find what is the probability that it will take value 1. Okay, so here our random variable x is taking values 1, 2 and 3 with the information that probability that it will take value 2 and 3 is same. So by using the property of PMF, what we have is this value will be equal to 1, and we are given that this and these values are equal. Suppose that we take this value as p, let's assume. Okay, then this also p. So p of x is equal to 1. We can write this as 1 minus, so since we have two values here, so 2p. Now we have p of x is equal to 1. Since we have expectation of random variable is 2.2, by using the formula of expectation we can write this, since it is taking value 1 with the probability p of x is equal to 1 plus 2 with probability p x is equal to 2 plus 3 into probability that it take value 3. We can write this as, by using expectation value is 2.2. We have already p of x is equal to 1 minus 2p, that is 1 into 1 minus 2p plus 2. We have assumed this thing as p, so p plus 3 into p is equal to 2.2. Okay, so when we calculate this, we have 2p here, 2p, 2p, so 3p is equal to 1, that will go to that side, so 2.2 minus 1, which is 1.2. so from here we get p is equal to 1.2 by 3, that is 0.4. so now we got the value of p is equal to 0.4. When we put this value of p in p of x is equal to 1, we will get 1 minus 2 into 0.4, that is 1 minus 0.8, so 0.2. So this will be our answer. Moving further for the next question. Okay, so we have a 6-sided die and we are given the information that the die is biased. Okay, the number from 2 to 6. So when we roll a die, the possible number which we can get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, it is given that number from 2 to 6 are equally likely to land face up. Number 1 is thrice as likely to land face up as each of the other number. Okay, if random variable y is the score shown on the uppermost face, calculate the expected value of the random variable y. So we have defined our random variable as the number it will show on the uppermost face, and with the given information that probability that it will take value 2 to 6. Okay, similarly 4, 5 and till 6. So this value we have same, this we have given, and the other information which is given to us is the number 1 is thrice as likely to land face up as each of the other number. So if we assume this probability as, let's say, p. Okay, we assume this as p. So the probability that it will take value 1 will 3p. Now here we can use the property of PMF again. So probability y is equal to 1, 3p plus it will take 2, value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be nothing but 1. So we have 5 plus 3, 8. 8p is equal to 1. So from here we can see that p is equal to 1 by 8. So this is our value of p. Now what we have to find out? Expected value of the random variable y. So for finding expectation, what we have to do, we just need to put the value of random variable with their probability. So it is taking value 1 with the probability 3p. Okay, it is taking value 2 with probability p. Same with, so we can write this as expectation of y is equal to 3p plus 4 into p, 5p, 6p. So this is our expectation, which is nothing but 3p, 2p, 5p plus 5, 9, 4, 5, 9 plus 6p. So this is again 9, 6, 15, 20, 23 is equal to 23p. And we have the value of p as 1 by 8. So 23 by 8. This is our expected value of the random variable y. Moving further to the next question. An entrepreneur has invested in 4 startups. Okay. If the startup makes profit, it will yield respective profits of 10, 20, 30 and 40 lakhs. On the other hand, for each startup, the entrepreneur may not gain profit. He will incur a loss of 3 lakhs. If the probabilities that the entrepreneur will make profits from these startups are respectively 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 and 0.1. So what will be the expected total profit? Okay, so we have 4 startups. Corresponding to each startup, we have some gains and we have some loss. Okay, with some given probabilities. So first we will define our random variable. Let's say we are defining our random variable xi. Okay, xi is defined as the random variable that profit from the startup I. Profit from startup I. That means if you talk about x1, so this is nothing but the random variable that denotes the profit from startup 1. Similarly, startup profit from startup 2, profit from startup 3, profit from startup 4. Okay, and if he incur a loss, okay, that we can treat as a negative profit. Okay, so if we talk about random variable x1, so in x1 there are 2 possibilities. Either he can make a profit of 10 lakh or a loss of 3 lakh. So x1 can take the value 10 with the probability 0.2. Okay, similarly, since we are treating loss as a negative profit, so that means x1 negative profit minus 3. If that profit of 10 lakh, the probability for the profit 10 lakh is 0.2, so the loss which we are treating as negative profit, that will be nothing but 1 minus this probability, and that is 1 minus 0.2, which is 0.8. Okay, so if we calculate the expectation profit, expectation of profit from startup 1, okay, that will be ex1. Okay, so ex1, it value taking 10 with the probability 0.2, its value taking value 3 with probability 0.8. So we will calculate this 10 into 2 minus 3 into 0.8, we'll get minus 0.4. Okay, now similarly we can consider the profit from startup 2, that is probability x2. So when it will gain 20. When it will loss is same for all the startups, so again here minus 3. The probability which is given here is 0.3, so it will be 0.7. If we calculate total expected profit from this startup, that is nothing but 20 into 0.3, so again minus 3 into 0.7, which is nothing but 0.26 minus 3.7, so minus 2.1, that is nothing but 3.9. So this will be 3.9. Similarly, if we consider startup 3, okay, it's taking value 30, making profit 30 lakh. It will not make profit, then it will make loss of 3 lakh, and this value is 0.4, so this value will be 0.6. Similarly, expectation of this will be 30 into 0.4 minus 3 into 0.6, which is 10.2. Again, for startup 4, for T making a profit of 40 lakh with probability 0.1, it will make loss with probability 0.9. In this case, expectation will be 40 into 1 plus, and this is nothing but 1.3. Okay, so we have calculated the expectation corresponding to each startup. And what we have to calculate actually? We have to calculate the total expected profit. So total expected profit will be given by sum of all the profits. Okay, and we can write this thing by using the properties of expectation of this, expectation of x2, expectation of x3, expectation of x4, and we have expectation of x1 as minus 0.4, x2, expectation of x2 is 3.9, expectation of x3 is 10.2, expectation of x4 is 1.3. So we'll get this as 15. So expectation, total expected profit is 15. So because the all units are in lakhs, so the total expected profit is 15 lakhs. Okay, let x be how much you win. Okay, in a lottery. In the lottery, we draw a random number between 1 and 1000, including both endpoints. That means 1 and 1000 are included. The price is computed as follows. So you will get 0, that means you will get nothing when your number will lie in this range. Similarly, you will get rupee 4 when number will lie in this range, 10 this range, 100 till 9, from 990, don't include this point, and till 999, and you will get 1000 rupees when your number will lie in this range. Also, we are given that each outcome is equally likely. That means probability of getting a number from in between or from starting from 1 to 1000, each number is equally likely. That means probability of getting 1 is same as probability of 1000 or any other number. It belongs from, let's say, 1, 2 till 1000. Okay, this information we are given, and what we have to find out, find the expected winning. So first we have to see what values our random variable takes. So here our random variable is taking values 0, 4, 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so you will get nothing, or you can say you will get 0 rupees when your number lies from 1 to 700. That means the probability of x taking value 0 is nothing but 700 upon 1000. Okay, because you have here 700 points. So 700 upon 1000, total number of, or you can say total, well, like, since we have from 1 to 1000, so we have 1000 points, you can treat as points, and from there, so possible outcomes or favorable outcomes you have 700, so 700 upon 1000. Okay, similarly for random variable, then it will take value 4. So this is nothing but, because 4, you will get 4 rupees when your value lie above 700 and till 950. So this will be 250 upon 1000. Similarly, it will take x is equal to, like, you'll get 10 rupees with this probability, 40 upon 1000, and you'll get 100 rupees with the probability 9 upon 1000. Similarly, you'll get 1000 with the probability, so you'll get 1000 when you get the number 1000, that means 1 upon 1000. Okay, now apply the formula of expectation. So it is taking value 0 with the probability 700 upon 1000, taking value 4 with the probability 250 upon 1000, taking value 10 with probability 40 upon 1000, plus 100 with probability 9 by 1000, plus taking value 1000 with probability 1 by 1000. Okay, so when you calculate this, you'll get this. This will cancel out. It is multiplied by 0, so it will be 0. So 4 into 250, 1000, plus 400 plus 900 plus 1000 upon 1000, and this is nothing but 1000, 2000, so 3300 upon 1000 is 3.3. So this is your expected winning, 3 rupees 30 paisa. Let x be a random variable with probability mass function. So we have probability mass function for this random variable. So it is taking value 0, 1, 2 with given probability 0.2, 0.3 and 0.5. Okay, find variance of x. Okay, so first remember, for finding variance, what you need to find? You need to find expectation and x square. Okay, because variance is defined as okay, so expectation you can simply calculate. You can simply calculate expectation. You just multiply this. Okay, first you will multiply this and add all three. You will get the expectation. So it is multiplied by 0, so it will nothing 0, 0.3 and 1. So your expectation here in this case will be 1.3. And now what we have to calculate is e of x square. So ex square of nothing. You just have to check first what values x is taking. X is taking values 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and now you need to square this value. That is 0 square is 0, and you have to multiply with this probability. Again 1 square is again 1, and you have to multiply with the probability that it is taking value 1, that is 0.3 plus 2 square, that is 4. So 4 into 0.5, this is nothing but 0.3 plus 2, 2.3. For this 2.3, for this 1.3. Okay, so 2.3 minus 1.69. Okay, so we'll get as 0.61. So this is our answer. Okay, so moving further to the next part. So in that case, we have been asked variance of x, and we are given the PMF of this x. Okay, that was given to us. Now here we have defined a new variable, y is equal to x plus 2 whole square, and in this case we have to find the variance of y. Now our variable has changed. So here basically we need to calculate this. Okay, but the information which we have is in the form of x. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll use the properties of expectation. So this we can write as e of y square. So since y is x plus 2 whole square, so x plus 2 whole square square. So, and this is nothing but, we can write this expectation of x plus 2 power 4. Okay, and now by using the properties of expectation, you can simply find out, since x is taking value 0, 1, 2, what you have here, you have added 2 to each. Now you have got 2, 3, 4 with the same probability. Okay, so simply use the definition of probability. It is taking value 2, 3, 4. So 2, you have to do 4 times, and now the probability it will take, so probability will be same, and that was, so let's go back again. So probability is 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. Okay, so 0.2 plus 3.3, sorry, it will multiply. Okay, plus 4 power 4 into 0.5. Okay, so simply we need to calculate this value. Okay, so this is nothing but 16.2 plus 3 to power 4, 9 into 9 to 81 into 0.3 plus 16 into 6 into 56 into 5. This will nothing but 81.155.5. Okay, and now when we calculate the expectation of y. Okay, expectation of y, so we can write this as expectation of x plus 2 whole square. Again we have to do the same thing, the only change will be, there we have power 4, now here we have power 2. So 0, 1, 2, it will transform to 2, 3 and 4. Probability will also be 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. The only thing, it will be 2 square into 0.2 plus 3 square into 0.3, 4 square into 0.5, which is nothing but 4 into 0.2, 9 into 0.3, 16 into 0.5, which is again the value will be 11.5. Okay, so moving further, now we have got all the values which we require, so we can calculate our variance. This is 155.5 minus 11.5 whole square, and this is nothing but 23.25. Moving further to the next question, let x and y be two independent random variable. Okay, suppose that we know that variance of 2x minus y is 3 and variance of x plus 3y is 6. Find the value of variance of x plus variance of y. So we are given that these two random variables are independent. So we know the properties when they are independent. Okay, so when two random variables are independent, where a and b are constant, so even if it is minus here also, in that scenario we have variance of ax plus by is nothing but plus b square variance of y. Okay, we'll use this property to solve this question. Now we have the information variance of 2x minus y is equal to 3 and variance of x plus 3y is equal to 6. So this we can write as, by using this above formula, so 2 square, that is 4 times variance of x, it is minus or plus, the right side will be plus only. So since it's 1 here, so 1 times variance of y is equal to 3. Similarly for this, variance of x plus 9 times variance of y is equal to 6. What we have been asked, variance addition, value of addition of variance of x and variance of y. For calculating this, we need first value of variance of x and variance of y. Okay, now we have two equation and with two unknown. Okay, let's assume variance of x as something, let's say it's g, and variance of y is h for simplification of the calculation only. So this we can write as 4 times g plus h is equal to 3 and g plus 9 times h is equal to 6. Okay, further we can write this equation as 4 times g plus h is equal to 3. If we multiply this by 4, okay, we can write this as 4 times g plus 36 times h is equal to 24. Okay, now if we subtract these two equations, okay, we are subtracting, so this will be cancelled out. Here we'll get, sorry, so here we'll get minus 35h is equal to 3 minus 24 minus 21. So value of h is 21 by 35, which is 0.6. So, and we have assumed h as variance of y. So we got the value of variance of y, which is 0.6. Now what we have to find is, we have to find the value of variance of x. So if we put the value of variance of y simply in, let's say we are putting the value of variance in this equation. Okay, so g is equal to 6 minus 9h, which is equal to 6 minus 9 into h is 0.6, so 6 minus 5.4 is equal to 0.6. So, and g is what we have as variance of x. So variance of x is equal to 0.6. So we have variance of x is 0.6, variance of y is 0.6. So the value will be variance of x plus variance of y is nothing but 0.6 plus 0.6, which is 1.2. So this is our answer. Again, we have a similar type of problem what we have seen previous. By investing in a particular stock, a person can make profit of 10,000 in 1 year with probability 0.45 and take a loss of 7,000 with probability 5.55. What is this person expected gain? So again, we can treat our profit like we can say x denotes the random variable that represents the profit, and we treat loss as a negative profit. So in that case, probability, let's say x is our random variable that denotes the profit. So probability, it will take value 10,000, that it make profit of 10,000 with probability 0.45, and probability it will loss. So loss as a negative profit 7,000 with probability 0.55. What we have been as expected gain, that is nothing but e of x. So it is taking value 10,000 with the probability 0.45, value minus 7,000 with the probability 0.55, which is nothing but 650. So this will be our answer. So the expected gain will be 650 rupees. 4 fair coins are tossed. If random variable x represents the number of heads, what is the standard deviation of random variable x? So we have random variable that represents the number of head in 4 fair, in number, like when we toss 4 fair coins. So we can first list out our sample space. So we can see this. This is our sample space. So we have 16 elements in our sample space. Okay. So and the random variable is defined as the number of heads. So we can see here no heads, 1 heads, till here 2 heads, 3 heads and 3 heads and 4 heads. So our random variable can take value 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So when can take, if it takes value 0, that is when we have no heads. So for that we have only one element in our sample space. So this is 1 by 16. When number of heads is 1, that is we are talking about this thing. So how many elements we have? We have 4. So 4 by 16, 2 heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 by 16, 3 heads. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 16, and number of 4 heads is nothing but 1 by 16. Okay. So for calculating variance, we need to first calculate expectation of this. So this will be, so the possible values is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll square and multiply with the respective probabilities. 0 square into 1 by 16 plus 1 square into 4 by 16 plus 2 square into 6 by 16 plus 3 square into 4 by 16 and 4 square into 1 by 16. It is multiplied by 0, so this will vanish. So 1 into 4, 4 plus 4 into 6, that is 24 plus 9 into 4, 36 plus 4 square 16 upon 16, which is 80 by 16. So this is 5. Okay, now we have Ex square. What we need to calculate is expectation, that is 0 into 1 by 16, 1 into 4 by 16 plus 2 into 6 by 16, 3 into 4 by 16 plus 4 into 1 by 16. This is, again this will vanish. 4 plus 12 plus 12 plus 4 by 16. So 12 plus 24, 24, 4, 28, 30 plus 4, 32 by 16. This is nothing but 2. Now, so we can define, we can write variance as we have 5 minus Ex is 2. So we will square. So 5 minus 2 square, that is, now 5 minus 4 is equal to 1 here, and we have been asked standard deviation of x, which is nothing but under root of variance of x, which is, and this is 1. Okay. Rohan and Jyoti works for the same company. Rohan Diwali bonus is a random variable with a standard deviation of 1000. Okay. If the Jyoti bonus is 20% of the Rohan's bonus, find the standard deviation of the bonus received by the Jyoti. Okay. Here we'll use the property of standard deviation. Okay. Let us define x represent the random variable for the Rohan Diwali bonus. Okay. So x represents Rohan Diwali bonus. Okay. And so, and we have given the, we are given with the information that standard deviation is for this is 1000. Okay. And also Jyoti bonus is 20% of the Rohan bonus. So for this the random variable is 0.2. So it's 20% of the Rohan bonus. So 20% of the random variable which is defined for Rohan Diwali bonus, that is 20% of x, that is 0.20 x. So this represents the random variable for the Jyoti's bonus, and we have been asked that standard deviation of this random variable, that is 0.20 x. So by using the properties of standard deviation, we can simply write this as 0.20 into standard deviation of x, which is nothing but 0.20 into 1000, which is nothing but 200. So the answer for this question will be 200. So moving to the last question, let x be a random variable with probability mass function as p of x value taking x is taking value k is defined as p1 minus p to the power k minus 1 for k 1, 2, 3 and so on, and 0 for otherwise. Okay, so that means for k is equal to 1, 2, 3. So if we go like this, like natural numbers, so we have this value, and for other value we have 0, and what we have been asked, the value of expectation of 1 upon 3 power x, and we have been provided one hint. Okay, so where we'll use this hint, we'll see while we solve this question. So we have been asked the value of expectation of this. Okay, and we are given, like we have the information that it will take value as p1 minus p k minus 1. Okay, for k belongs to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, so using the standard definitions of expectation, we can write this as summation where it's taking non-zero value 1 upon 3 to the power k, and p of x is equal to k when it is taking value k. Okay, similarly we are given this thing when it belongs from k to infinity. So we can write this as 1 upon 3k p 1 minus p k minus 1. Further, we can write this as, when we open, like when we put each values of k, so 1 upon 3 into p 1 minus p k minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, so 0, plus 3 p 1 minus p 1 plus 3 p 1 minus p to the power 2 plus p 1 minus p to the power 3, and it will go on like this. Okay, so we can, if we take p by 3 common from here, so we can write this as 1 minus p power 0, so it will be 1, so 1 plus 1 by 3 1 minus p plus 1 minus p square 3 square plus 1 minus p cube upon 3 cube. Okay, and it will go like this. Okay, so if we consider, so now if we consider 1 minus p by 3, so since the probability value will always lie between this range, okay, so the upper part will always lie in this range also, this whole thing, it will not go far than this. Okay, so when we take mod of this thing, okay, whatever the 1 minus p will, it always be non-negative, and 1 minus p it will lie, it won't go beyond 1, so it is something like this. Okay, so here now we are getting something which is similar to our hint. So mod x less than 1, 1 plus x square plus, so we can write this as 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus x. So if we consider, see, we can see this whole thing 1 minus p by 3 as x, 1 minus p3, we can write this something like this, whole square. So if we treat as one variable, so this is nothing but x to the power square. So now we can use that formula. So this is nothing but 1 upon 1 minus x, and our x is here 1 minus p by 3. So we can write this p by 3 into 3, so 3 minus 1 plus p, this will cancel out, so p upon 2 plus p. So this will be our answer. Let's go to p plus 2. So second is our